Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you how I made my first 100 sales on Etsy, and I will walk you through in detail what I was doing to get those sales. So I've started my Etsy shop in 2021 at the end of July, so basically it's been a year and it's been interesting. And the first 100 sales, when I made it, I focused on creating an Etsy shop in a way that it would be passive income for me. So I wanted a digital product and I didn't want to promote it on social media. So my strategy was that I'm not going to promote my products on social media until I actually find what works. And I think it's kind of a route that is very different from most people. A lot of people focus so much on social media, but the thing is that you have to realize you don't have a product yet. I was creating my Etsy shop and I was creating the products as well at the same time. So that means that I don't know what's gonna work yet. I don't have a product. And even if I have a social media presence, it doesn't mean that it's gonna sell, So social media is getting very difficult and very competitive, and it's hard to kind of separate yourself and things like that. You may make a TikTok video that goes viral. That is a possibility, and it's a big possibility, and I've definitely seen Etsy shops that were profiting off of that. But you also could make 30 TikTok videos, none of them take off, and then you've wasted a lot of time. So you kind of need to decide which route you want to go, but whatever you decide, make sure that your listings are still a priority. Your product is still a priority, and only then you focus on social media. Okay, so let's get started. Let me walk you through in detail. Please let me know in the comments if you have a question. And also, I'm gonna create another video that talks about how I made 1,000 euros on my Etsy shop, and I'm gonna link that video in the description. Okay, let's get started. This is my first month on Etsy, and as you can see, I had 52 visits, mainly from Etsy itself. So 58% of my visits were on Etsy. I also posted a post on a Facebook group. As you can see, 12 visits from there. I didn't run any Etsy ads. So it was really just dipping a toe in the water and seeing what's gonna happen this month. Let's talk a little bit about social media. So as a marketing person, that would be the clear way for me to go, right? And it wasn't. And I'm going to tell you why it wasn't and why I don't recommend spending too much time on social media. So the thing is that for social media, for you to work, you need to invest a substantial amount of time. And if you are like me and you're starting your Etsy shop on a side, which is how most people start, if you will focus too heavily on social media and you will not prioritize, what's going to happen is that your shop is not going to find success. You're not going to be motivated to continue, and you will just stop. And that's the thing, you can get very easily discouraged with an Etsy shop because you don't know yet if it's going to work for you. And I want that it would work for you as soon as possible, because as soon as you earn your first dollar, that's when you will be more motivated to keep going. As soon as you see more results, that's what's going to push you forward to keep going. And with social media, there is a strategy I want to share with you, because it's a little bit different from just posting 10 times on Instagram or Facebook and expecting something to happen. It's Facebook groups. So Facebook, the reach on Facebook groups is a lot higher than the reach on Facebook pages, unless you have a personal page. If you have a personal page and you want to share with your friends and family that you're creating an Etsy shop, then yes, that would be a great idea, creating little stories, sharing your behind the scenes and things like that. It would be amazing and it would definitely work. But if you create a Facebook page and you expect that people would follow that and just see your content, it's not how it works anymore. I wouldn't do it personally unless I've decided to run ads with it. If you're not going to run ads, just don't do it and focus on something else. On groups though, the reach is there. You can't promote on groups. It's just different. It's a different world on Facebook. So what you need to do is you need to find a niche for your products. So let's say it's digital planners, so then you look for groups for digital planners, and then just type in Facebook search digital planner and then see what pops up. And then in those groups, if you will promote very heavily, they of course will not like that, and then you will not get the results that you wanted. But if you post helpful content on those groups, if you post content like, oh guys, what do you think of this? Or do you like this one or this one better? Or let me show you how you can draw a pigeon, whatever that group is interested in. And make sure that you also are an active member on the group, because the more active you are, the more you engage with other people, the more you leave comments with them, the more Facebook is going to show your content from the group to them. Because to them, they see that, oh, maybe they're friends, or maybe they're interested in, in each other, I wanted to say. But, you get the point. It's a social media platform. Don't be afraid to be social. Don't be afraid to ask questions on the groups. Make your account visible before you start promoting. And when you are promoting, make sure it's not too much so that, they don't kick you out. In September, I got my first 9 orders, which I was very happy about. My conversion rate is whatever. And then my revenue is $81.40, but obviously with Etsy taxes and everything, it wasn't that. But still, here I went intensely with Etsy ads, and because if you're not going to do social media, then you have to do something else to promote your shop. Or you can wait with Etsy SEO and grow your shop that way, but I just didn't want to do that. And I think, because with Etsy SEO, it takes time for you to rank. And I wanted to see the results quickly, so it either works or it doesn't work. And the product was this digital planner that I don't have in the shop anymore. So I really invested a lot of time in creating that one. And then I created another one, which is over here. And as you can see, first of all, my listings photos aren't that great. But as you can see, I got 1 sale from this one, which was 2 planners. And I advertised it in a group. So I know specifically that it was from a Facebook group that I got it. Then this one, this poor guy didn't, nobody wanted to buy it. And then this one is the one that I earned from my Etsy sales. I would also like to say that SEO is something interesting on Etsy. So for example, a lot of people talk about how you need all these keywords and how you need to do your research, and it's all correct. But for me, the biggest thing with SEO is very simple, and plainly, you just need to create different listings. So, you need to create different keywords, you need to find different keywords, and you need to find which keywords actually work for you and then work on those. Because you could think that digital planner is a great keyword, and it is, but it's super competitive. So unless your listing stands out completely, has a very low price or something, it's very difficult for you to make money with that listing. And to find the keywords that other people don't know is tricky, because everyone knows what Marmalade is and everyone can look up keywords. But what we need is to find, the keywords that other people don't know. So basically they don't even search for it on apps like Marmalade. And that's when it becomes tricky. And the way I see it is, watch your competitors, watch competitors of your competitors, go to the deep hole of Etsy. And as soon as you see a fresh shop with one listing that's doing really well, look into that listing. So I would go away from, kind of just, which keyword do I want to use today? Versus I would look at Etsy itself and try to find it that way. And then another strategy that's a lot more complicated, but also could be way more rewarding, is looking at your audience, looking at the person that you're selling to, thinking about them, and then not researching, but thinking, what is some kind of pain point that my client could have that's not on Etsy yet and that I could make profitable, you know? So if it's a journal, you know, what kind of journals could you make? Is it for a teacher? Is it for a student? Maybe there's some kind of journal that people don't talk about yet. I'll give you an example because I know that this could be profitable. I'm just too lazy to do it myself. But let's say you made a planner, like a meal planner. And if you just made a meal planner, it's gonna be like everyone else's meal planner. But let's say someone's on a keto diet or a sugar-free diet. As soon as they see the planner, they're gonna be more interested in buying yours because it's for them. And you know how many people are on keto right now? It's like such a trend. And then in January, it's gonna be even more, you know. So after Christmas, we all feel like we need a diet. But anyways, you could make something like that. Or let's say you have pets, you could make a dog planner and stuff like that. There are different things that people haven't uncovered on Etsy, and when you're first with that idea, that's when it becomes very profitable. So don't just focus on the apps on Marmalade and stuff like that. Try to think for yourself and try to look for listings on Etsy itself. Okay, next. Next up, we go to October, and in October, I was really bad. I wasn't bad. My results were horrible. So because I got excited in September, in October, I went, I mean, I did I get excited? Because I didn't even run that many ads. I did zero social media. And yeah, for a product like that, you need social media or something because in the beginning, you know, you need to get those first reviews. And if you're just gonna do nothing, it might work for you. Most probably it will take time for you to work. So yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I didn't run that many Etsy ads. I thought I did. But yeah, I had quite a few visits because actually Etsy was promoting it more than I was. And don't do that. It's nice because usually Etsy gives you a little bit of a boost when you, people say it's when you open your first shop. I think it's also because you put in the listings. So it's kind of like social media in a way that you need to update your listings. You need to always put new ones. And obviously they want to enforce that because you pay for the listings, or you can get 40 free listings and I will leave a link below. But other than that, like you do need to pay per listing. So of course they want to incentivize you to create more listings. In November, I finally found a product that worked. So basically what was different between these 3 months, it's not like I was doing nothing here, but in October, I kind of did nothing. In November, I found this product that I really wanted to make, and that product is a bestseller, and that's when it started to take off. So that was very exciting to watch. It was exciting to watch my revenue grow. And even though it's not much, but you know, in the beginning, it was what made me keep going. And at this point, I knew that I have something. If you look at my stats, now Etsy and me are working together as a team, and I'm finally using Etsy ads. I was also using social media, but again, the way I was using social media is mainly Facebook, like Facebook groups. So I would just find niche Facebook groups. So if it's digital planners, so it's for digital planners, so it's for people who want to be into digital planning, and then I would post my posts there. So sometimes it's an inspirational post, sometimes it's, you know, look at the planner I made and stuff like that. And I really was trying to stay away from Instagram, to stay away from all that Reels creation and stuff, because I knew how much time it's gonna take, and I still haven't established my shop. So if you are creating an Etsy shop, it's way more important that you actually create your listings than you promote it on social media. And I know some people that created their Etsy shop, created the listings, and kind of let their listings sit, and instead focused on social media. And I feel like it's a mistake You can never forget your listings. You are on Etsy. Once you have your own website, it's a different story. But like right now, focus on Etsy and then have social media if you want, and it's useful, of course, but as something like as a second priority, not first. And then in December, I finally made my first 100 orders, and my revenue was 852. Obviously, that's, I didn't actually make that. Etsy took a chunk. But, anyways, I was pretty happy with this. My conversion rate was crazy compared to, let's say, this month that was 2.5. Here it was 4.2%. So, very happy. As you can see, Etsy really promoted it for me again. So in comparison to what I was doing, Etsy was helping me a lot more. And this is because I was creating new listings at that time. So that's why I got a boost. And also because my product became a bestseller. And once it becomes a bestseller, it's easier to sell. On this side, I did have Etsy ads, and it did work for me. I think if you have the right product, Etsy ads can work really well, especially if it's eye pleasing and things like that. Etsy ads, to run them, it's simple, but you need to optimize your listings because the way Etsy ads work, it's based on the keywords you put on your listing. So Etsy controls your ads basically, but you can control what you do with your listings to make those improvements. I hope that this video is useful for you. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions whatsoever. And I'm so happy to share this video. I'm so happy with the first sales that happened last year actually. And if you want me to create more videos like that, just let me know. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.